Йоу, здорово! Сегодня мы будем играть в такую игру, как Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Эта игра, короче, как я понимаю, такой про офисного челика, работает, ему нужно пойти домой, он выходит из, допустим, своей комнаты, идет по коридору, такой ля-ля-ля, поворачивается, опа, а там уже стена, нет дальше прохода, по которому он прошел. Игра, короче, ебать, просто ломает мозг. Может понять, что вот наш экран, тут есть компьютер, а в экране наш экран и так далее. То есть можно понять, что игра просто будет ломать наш мозг и будет, короче, пиздец. Давайте начинать игру. Не будем заходить в настройки, потому что вряд ли там что-то нужно менять, а если понадобится, то поменяй во время игры. Ой, блядь. Случайно пропустил. Так, мы вот в офисе. Наш компик. Что у нас тут? Какие газеты? Бумаги важные. Вот наш офис, да, мы идем такие.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
А что такое было только что? Подождите. А, я подумал, что уже комнаты повторяются. Ну что за хуйня?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Аня, пошли. Какой налево?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ага, хотел.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Шикарная комната,
It had really
естественно,
been
красивая.
worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautiful, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Пошел в первую левую комнату. А мне кажется, он пошел прямо.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Так, и что у нас тут? Какая-то платформа.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Возможно.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
А если сюда не
She's
хочу
been
идти?
waiting.
Ладно. Что тут? Его. Еба. Тут комната. А! Где? А, алло! Где мы? Что это такое? А, блядь!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly...
Давайте выдернем.
Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the
Да,
phone?
отключил.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
Блядь.
Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action.
Сколько мы сделали
How is that
неправильно?
even possible? None
Не
of
знаю.
these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
Что ты не можешь поверить? Можешь
I've not
поверить?
noticed it sooner. You're not Stanley.
Что ты не...
You're a real person.
Да, я живой человек. Да.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that
Я же
kind of
говорил, игра
risk on my
забавная.
watch. I'm going to stop the game for a
Так,
moment
то, что
so
русской
we can
озвучки нету.
educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Чаще видит, идите в жопу. Ага.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in
Например,
this
в этом
scenario,
специально...
a
Блядь, не, я лучше
hypothetical
не
real
буду
person named Rupert
говорить.
has a choice. He could
Это
invent a
звучать
machine
будет
that
лучше.
eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make, Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Ладно. Хорошо, будем ему верить. Будем верить, что нужно сделать, потому что это полный пиздец. Откройте! Сука, закрыли дверь. А сюда можно зайти? И сюда нельзя, пидоры. Ладно, идем сюда. Раздвинется.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
Я только хотелось прыгнуть, прикинь.
We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Впусти ты меня. Спасибо. Так, может, эта дверь откроется? Нет, не открывается. И туда нам не попасть. Нет, нам не попасть. Закрыли тут все, блин, своими заборами. Ладно. И куда нам сюда идти? Нет. Хорошо. Да, чел тупо закрывает двери. Вообще офигевший. Так. Закроет. Оп. 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 Ага.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Угу. Ладно. Будем верить ему.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Хорошо, я тебе верю.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
В левую. А если мы пойдем справа? Что он скажет?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Сука, мне страшно. Время тикает. Тик. Так. Тик. Дверь нельзя открыть. Сучара. Закрыл все, блин, тут. Ладно. Хорошо, иду налево. Так, и что ты хочешь? Что ты сделаешь? Ты никто.
It's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know.
Видео не будет заканчиваться на этом, чел, камон.
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
Нет,
I have to.
Нет, не выключай. Нет, ты не выключай. Сука! Что это такое? Сука! Что это такое было? Блядь, у меня мурашки пошли. Блядь. Блядь. Блядь.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish.
Происходит?
With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire
Не
game
знаю,
is
в какой-то
destroyed.
комнате.
It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be
Прости.
funny?
Да,
You just had to see?
да, смешно, это
Isn't that impressive
весело.
how important it was to be like Stanley? He
Почему?
actually knows how to
Я не
do what
хочу.
I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for
Хорошо,
it.
хорошо.
That
Говори, что
thought
делать.
hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a
Какой дверь идти?
world outside of you. Your
Хоть они
child.
тут нет, ну, вот эта дверь стоит.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make behave exactly as Stanley would.
Опять
That
мурашки
means
пошли,
choosing
желудка.
responsibly and
Если,
always
блядь.
putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead.
Хорошо, хорошо.
All right.
Зуб даем. Иду.
When
Туда, когда ты
Stanley
скажешь.
came to a set of two open doors,
Стэнли вошел в
he entered
левую
the
дверь.
door on his
В левую.
left.
Хорошо, я иду в левую. Ты охуел? Хуй ты закрыл двери. Ну, что, блин, пошел направо. Иди ты в жопу. Мы опять в этой комнате. И тут опять пиздец. Нет.
Yet
Нет.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
А где комната начальники? А если мы сейчас не пойдем...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Опа, неплохо он тут же. А эта дверь открыта? Откройся. Блин. Почему теперь он все контролирует? И это закрыто, наверное. Да. Сука. И вот начальник наш.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Понял, он несет. Сюда? Или на клавиатуре? Нет. Что он хочет? Заебал. Дверь открывается.
Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Этот. Ночная акула 1.1.15.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
Да,
Please
я говорю.
speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Ты сам мне не даешь. Что там? Ночная акула 1.1.15. Пожалуйста, говори.
Fine, you're not gonna do it, but you
Я
know what?
хочу.
It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Я отказал, блядь. Ты идиот.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
Ты охуел. И чё? Все, он стоит.
Hello?
Видишь, он стоит.
Is everything okay?
Пиздоботы. Нет.
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The
В
story
смысле?
needs you.
Игра закончилась. она не закончилась. Мне кажется, мы что-то сделали абсолютно неправильно. Потому что игра не может закончиться за 10 минут. Правильно? Правильно. Сделали на Unity? Такую игру на Unity сделали? Ничего себе. И да, это то, что оригинальная версия вышла, по-моему, лет 10 назад, я хотел сказать. Ладно, давай начнем заново. Хорошо, давайте будем слушаться его полностью. А хотя нет, если мы будем слушаться его, то нам придется сказать начиная акула 1.1.15, а у нас это не особо получается, так что сосать ему. Мы пошли направо. А что если мы пойдем сюда? То есть мы умрем. Мы пойдем на ту площадку. Иди нахуй.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Ой!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Ой-ой.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Ой, спасибо, спасибо. Игра получается на.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
А, действительно, что это может значить?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Очень странно,
When Stanley came to a set of
пошел
two open
влево,
doors,
пошел
he entered the
нахуй.
door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Хорошо,
well.
давайте пойдем в эту комнату. Когда скажет то, что пойдет в левую комнату. Мы теперь тут, в каком-то отдыхе. И теперь мы идем вот в левую комнату. Да, идем сюда.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Адиос, амигос. Мы спускаемся. Так, где это мы?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Я хочу направо. Направо я хочу. Ладно.
Oh, no, it's to the right. I understand.
Наебал, короче.
No,
Сука, иди нахуй.
right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Так, сейчас будет опять какая-то каша.
Let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Еба. И что тут? Ладно. Подождите. Схуяли? Тут эта штучка стоит. Если тут трубы, идет подземелье. Блять, я охуею от архитектуры. Ё-моё.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to
Что это такое? Камеры?
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Блять. Ну заебал меня сюда спамнить все время. Сука. А можно бегать? Бегать, пожалуйста. Я заебался ходить так медленно. Не, ну вообще охуел.
When Stanley... Wait.
What?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Вот именно.
Right here
Что ты
just
мне
a minute
спрашиваешь?
ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's
Давай,
an adventure.
дядя.
Come, Stanley. Let's
Тум.
find the
Что,
story.
блядь? Ладно, давайте правую или левую комнату? Они соединены. Да? Да, никакого подвоха нету. Пойдемте направо. Так. Пойдемте сюда. Блин, что за лабиринты? Тут белая комната, окна. Понял.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story.
Да,
here
тут был
before.
сюжет, я
Do we
знаю.
just... Do we need to restart the game again?
Не,
I
не
find it
надо.
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Да сука. Он охуел.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Ему не
mean?
надоело читать это?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
У него
memo.
горло не просохло или что-то еще? Я офиговаю от него. Чё? Что, блядь?
Okay, yep, it's worse.
Я
I'm
согласен.
remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
И? Ладно, пошлите обратно. Почему бы и нет? Типа, что нам еще остается сделать? Так, тут все закрыто. Опа. А там кого-то открыто. Так, ладно.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story.
Что?
Here it comes.
Кажись, мы что-то реально пропустили. Ладно, хорошо. Пошлите, куда этой дорогой ведет. Точнее, коридор.
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Ладно.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I
Нет.
don't think so. I
Согласен.
can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Да, в офисе.
Do you remember, Stanley?
Я помню, в офисе, в
Since
офисе.
I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Серьезно?
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh no. No, I don't feel right about
Я
this at
согласен,
all.
тут что-то не
We
так, ты
both
что-то
know you didn't
перепутал.
put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
Да,
I
можно
don't care what
куда-нибудь
might happen this
увести?
time. I have to
Открой дверь.
restart.
Блять.
All right, I've got a solution.
Заткнись. Ебать, игра ломает мозг, я серьезно. Я думаю, немного другая, но она веселее, чем я думал изначально. Короче, игрушка прикольная. Всем пока, это был я, Андрюха. Всем хорошего дня.